And we are live. What's up, guys? Back with another one. Live video. Trading the NASDAQ March 2024 contract on the futures exchange. We are down badly. Equity-wise. This is a demo account. Disclaimer. The content presented in this video is for entertainment and educational purposes only. The views and opinions expressed are solely those of the creator and should not be construed as financial advice. The creator does not sell any products or services, nor is affiliated with any of the trading platforms or tools mentioned. Trading involves risk and is not suitable for all investors. It is important to conduct your own research or consult with a professional before making any investment decisions. The creator assumes no responsibility for any losses or damages arising from the use of this content. So I broke a rule yesterday. I am so upset about it, but I'll get over it. This one right here, 350. That should be my maximum drawdown for the day, and my actual drawdown yesterday was 425. I think, or was it 75? I think it was 425. That's a big red thing, so we're gonna have to red, and in order to turn it green, we have to follow every single rule, and then we have a green evaluation rule list. But this is not day 9 of 10 days, so this is coming to an end, guys. This preparation is coming to an end, and we'll start the real evaluation. And this tells us that we're not ready to pass, but this also tells us that we're not done yet in an actual evaluation. And even considering the trailing drawdown, which is part of trade days evaluation rules, their specific rules, different from my rules. You have a trailing drawdown, which goes up as you make profits. And even accounting for that, we will still have more than $1,000 to trade with if this was the real evaluation. So on day 8, we lost, right? So today is day 9. What is it today? It's Wednesday, March 6th, Year of the Lord. And 9:30 a.m. We can trade now. Change the colors on these candles just because we've been having them like this for a while. It's time for a little makeover. This one's gonna be a little bit different than it was. Let's do this one. Looks like we're gonna have a nice, cool looking chart to trade with today. Change things up, spice them up a bit. Yeah, it's a little bit too much. Maybe this one could be yellow, like a dark yellow. And then this one can be like that. Yeah, that's good. So yeah, guys, we broke a rule. We cannot do that anymore. We'll be trading the real account coming up soon after day 10. But at least we're not done. I would rather be in profit for sure. I have been in profit, about $300 or something. This is the most drawdown I've ever had. So I was kind of evening on profit and loss ratio, and today I'm a little bit more down, but today I can maybe bring it up with some good moves. So we were using this indicator here, which is the Bollinger Bands, to see if we could just get more used to using this indicator. We have channels that are narrow, and there are places where the Bollinger Bands are wider from each other. Contraction, expansion, well, expansion, contraction, expansion, contraction, and we are in the expansion phase right now. It looks like a really big expansion if you ask me. So what this might tell us is that because it's expanding so much, that right now, at least for the foreseeable next 30 minutes to an hour, we might see a little bit of a contraction and maybe expand more or contract more. So price might be headed towards a range, but still on a large trend at the very moment. Or range, in a large range. And that might be narrowing, which means that these highs may be a point of resistance. If we look at the left, this high, let's see, we might have to look at the 10-minute for this. I mean, just to get a better sense of it. But let's check out the 5-minute really quick. So there's a high here. This is the last high from that green. Okay, let's if we look at the green, I think the candles are a little hard to see with this color. So let's see. Let's go with blue. Okay, so this low was responsible. Wow. So we're back in that area that we had drawn a while back. So this is yesterday afternoon, right here. Big drop. We were looking to go down with the market yesterday, all this time here. But look, we got caught up in a bullish kind of trend here, lost some trades. And then on this one again, I guess I lost some trades. So somewhere around here, I lost a bunch of trades. No, actually it was early because I kind of stopped earlier than usual. So probably around here, actually here. Yeah, no, it was more here. Yes, here. So this whole area here took me out. Sorry, yeah, it was just kind of looks the same, but so this area took me out. I was trying to short the market. And then look, I mean, had I been patient around 11:25, I could have gone into that same kind of strategy and probably would have worked out just a little better. Maybe, I mean, I don't know, it's hard to know what exactly would have happened, but I would have been in the right as far as trend, trying to catch a high to take it lower. But that didn't happen to me because I was over here trading, was not patient. I didn't catch this one. We saw it, you can check it out live. We saw some of these highs being made, but then we never caught a good trade going down. We keep getting cooked. I think, yeah, no, it was just three trades, all bad trades. Yeah, none of them were winners. So, but then, we had this drop, which would have been a better environment considering what we were trying to do. Then price traded higher in the afternoon. And then, of course, no more action as much, just kind of stayed there consolidating. And then in the early hours of the morning, we have another kind of pump. Well, generally they've been shorting the market at these hours, but this time they just kind of kept it steady and even went up, breaking this high, or running it at least on the 5 minute. Let's see. No, yeah, breaking it for sure. No, yeah. Yeah, so this high is, you can tell, broken. I guess the Bollinger Bands is a little bit distracting, so let's take them out of the way. So now we have this area here gave us a reaction. That's interesting. It gave us one of those moves. Very clean kind of action here. Now we could be looking maybe to go like this and then a little higher to this line. So I think longing is probably the way to go here at this moment, because we are scalping and making such small moves. We have to just go with the shorter time frame trend. But it actually does look bullish for the day, just the way we had a huge drop and ran some of the highs here, especially this one being ran. So might be a good day to long. Got 5 points. And I kind of like this kind of price action sometimes. It's kind of clean, right? Got here, 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 here. Yeah, they're definitely looking like it wants to go up here. And gotta be careful, because here in the 1 minute we can see that reversal type of action. Yeah, for sure, for sure. Breaking a bunch of lows here. But this might be the bottom, at least for some time. Let's see. So which low was the one right here? This area. Wow. That's kind of cool, because there was definitely some supply area here that price didn't want to go higher from, after this drop, because even when price traded lower and lower, it still kept coming back to the area and get a rejection there. And then here, this low basically, because look at that huge candle. So that's the last low, and the one that broke a bunch of structures to the left. Look at all those, I mean, and even this one's here. Just that one big candle. 74 to 61, yeah, like 15 points, right? Like 13 points, just that one candle in 1 minute. Went back to the middle of the candle, and then broke again. So another one here. So this area here becomes interesting because of where we are now. Well, we are trading actually much higher. Oh no, we're, yeah, we're, no, this is where we tapped into, yeah. Wow, look at that, right in the middle. So we can expect price to go higher. We can expect this to be definitely a point of interest for us as far as reversal. That does not mean that prices doesn't want to break it again. But because of this huge move and all these bullish actions, yeah, bullish action to the left here, all this bullish stuff, and then a big drop, not really breaking the important lows, which I would assume is more like this one. Is that music? Right, so these are very important lows. Price never did break those or run into those or tapped into them. So there's a lot of action here that price might want to come back to mitigate, but it might take it a while because maybe it wants to go higher for sure. I mean, not for sure, but nothing's for sure. But that's what it seems like. Like it wants to go higher, maybe break the highs. At least this one, or maybe get a rejection from here and try and trade lower again. And again, we are forming this kind of structure type of action. Tap back into the area that, you know, that broke some of the highs. Not really. I would say this is more important. Break here, at least of this high here. This high here, created by this red candle, maybe this one. It's an important one. We did get a rejection from there, so we haven't ran this area like this one here. And price is headed right now over there. Maybe good time to take a move. It's very clean action. Maybe we can get one more entry. Yeah, it looks like it kind of wants to go up. I was hoping for an entry maybe around half of this candle. That's what price usually does, retracts about halfway if it's gonna shoot up higher. It is running the highs. Well, yeah, it's running the highs, so it definitely would have been a great trade. I said, oh, let's hope it gives us a better entry. And I was watching it here, and I wanted it to go here. So I didn't take it. And look how clean it would have been. Why? Because of this. I mean, it's happening again. And I did mention that I like this high here for running some of the structures, not as much as this one. Because although we did get bullish indications here, price got rejected from an S&D zone before, you know, the highs here, you know, before the high. So I like to call this my 80% area, which is not always 80%, but I just call it that. If you've been following, you might know what I'm talking about. But this 80% area of that drop caused price to go lower. And then this high is the one that matters to me, because now it validates, because it runs some of these highs, it makes this low a lot more relevant, a lot more protected than, let's say, was, you know, this high, or this low, sorry. This low wasn't as protected when this happened. Price could have just went down and we would have seemed it normal. But once it did run some of the highs here, now it protects this low and price taps into the 50% of this swing point. And that's what I was looking as an entry. But we were up here. We were trying to maybe catch a trade down here. And I've been noticing that's really what's probably one of the most detrimental things to my strategy. I have to like just click the button, you know. But I tend to be just cautious. I tend to be cautious, and being cautious is not giving me profits. Now, why am I cautious? Well, because I already lost real money, guys. Not in this account. This is a demo account. But the game is real when there's real consequences, right? And I'm trying to treat this account as if it were real. So I get really upset when this is happening. Not as much upset as if it was real money. I don't know, maybe. I don't know. I get upset. Okay, I don't know how much upset each one, but I don't want to be on a drawdown. So I'm taking very cautious. And that has been my failure. That's why I'm losing, because with those cautions, with those small stop losses, we've been in a lot of trades where we could have really taken some good profit. And there could have been more times where we lose, yes. But I'm not sure that it would have been worse than this. That's what I'm trying to say. So I have to really, well, what's going to have to happen is, I'm going to take the valuation after the 10 days here. And regardless of what happens, we come back to another preparation and do it again. And this time try to look at that move that I was talking about. And I was like, oh, I hope I get a better entry here. And for like not risking, $20, now I don't get, $300. I mean, I wouldn't have put my stop loss, my profit here. But I definitely would have tried to trail it. Maybe got out here. This seems like a reasonable place to get out, maybe here. But still, you're talking about $150, $200 move from here, just from the spot I said was not good enough for me, thinking that price would be down here and then trade higher. Oh well, we have to learn. And then look at all these highs that we're running. And that was just a beautiful entry. That would have been perfect. This would have been exactly what we needed. If I could have trailed it and just held on to it, look at that. But another thing, kind of like a contrast argument to that, the whole thing that I just mentioned, is that if you overtrade, no, that's not it. I was going to say something different, but no, FOMO. Okay, FOMO. FOMO is not real when trading, because we just sat down and we've been here for 20 minutes and we already saw a beautiful opportunity. There are going to be more. There's going to be opportunities all day today. Now, the issue, for example, here, I am kind of fresh, right? I just sat down, got my cup of coffee. It's been 20 minutes. As time goes on, an hour doing this gets tiring, and then we get sloppy. So that's also something to consider. I've seen traders on YouTube or streamers, whatever, and they only trade, 30 minutes out of the day, because that's their style. That's how much they want to trade, and they make enough money doing that, or that's their strategy. They can make as much money as they want, as they have, the leverage to execute whatever they want to, whatever trade they want to execute. They can get as much profits as they want, or as they can afford. So trading like 30 minutes, then you're fresh every time you trade. You just look for opportunity. There'll be an opportunity. There will be. I'm certain that 30 minutes you can find an opportunity. But I like to stay maybe 2.5 hours, 3 hours. Sometimes I watch the market for 5 hours. And I'm not gonna say that you get super tired or anything. I mean, it's just, you're just sitting down watching something. It's not crazy tiring, of course not. But it is concentration demanding, I guess. And then when you try to execute trades, you're a bit tired. Your brain is tired from thinking or watching the trades, that you start making sloppy moves. And I've noticed that especially when I trade more than 3 hours, that's my threshold. So right now, I mean, I wish I could take a trade up, and I do think it's gonna keep going higher. We might look for a drop now that this happened. Of course, there's probably more room for price to, if it wants to trade even lower, because it run all these highs here. So this could be a reversal, but since we are bullish, now we're in a position where we don't like to really be as far as what we're trying to do. So we're gonna have to wait for another move, and we haven't even made a trade yet, but we did spot something that could have been really good. So just keep your eyes peeled for the next one. And we've been looking at the RSI here, which, whatever, I don't really use them, but trying to learn a little more about indicators. So right now, are we overbought? Yes, we're overbought. Oh, that's a line. I'm gonna put on another indicator, but I'll do it on the 5-minute chart. So let's go to the 5-minute chart and put an indicator on. Maybe we can learn a little bit out of doing that. So we had the Bollinger Bands earlier. Let's get a moving average. Let's get the EMA. I like the EMA because apparently it's more suited for quick scalps. Exponential moving average. Let's go with purple, I guess. Easy to see. So the exponential is below the current price, meaning bullish, I guess. This reversal here doesn't look as sharp, because on average we're still, just a bit of range there's going on. This is what it's telling you, I guess. There's a range, and right now it's at the bottom of the range, especially because of all this going on the upside. So we might be looking at this. I don't know. Let's do this. Actually, I'll do it over here. Where's the indicators? Oh yeah. So the EMA, the exponential moving average, is a type of moving average that places a greater weight and significance on the most recent data points. It's commonly used by traders to identify the direction of a trend and potential reversals. Here's a brief explanation. Okay, well, they give you the math. So it's used by, the SMA plays a role for the first, period. So there's different periods. Okay, price crossing the EMA as a signal for potential price reversals. Okay, so price crosses, so price crossed here. Okay, so we were going down and then it started going up. We saw this kind of turning around and crossing, and that means reversal. So, but reversal up or reversal down? That's the question, right? Well, if it's been going up and then it started going down and crosses. So here, let's see if it crossed. Let's say here it crossed price. So we were going up, you got a cross, we go down, but then we go up again. I guess cross again, cross here. So reversal, so reversal down, cross, reversal up. No cross until here, cross, and then reversal. I guess, I don't know. Yeah, man, look at that trade. We would have gotten in here, boom, something like that. Oh, man. This would have been our trade right here. Would have, woulda, coulda, should have. Get over it. Get over it. So now we're going to be watching this area very carefully here, because now we don't know. I mean, anytime we could be running the highs. I'm still beating myself up about that trade. Oh, man. 3 minutes. A little longer time frame. This area here, important. Look at that, man. We missed one trade. Any other thing, I do not feel like I missed it, because I cannot just get in chasing this. We can turn around and mitigate some of the areas left at any second. But what I do like about this is the cleanliness of price action today. It just seems like it's doing what it does. So it's 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. So it's, you know, it's doing what it does. And I tell you, it's much better to be kind of in this area where it's more, you know, like if you go to the 10-minute, we're in an area where price has been already, and we have a lot of data from there. Whereas past few days, because of the new highs being made, we were in areas that had nothing to the left, right, when we were up here. But now we're in an area that we're more comfortable trading from. On the 10-minute, I mean, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, breaking all of these highs, down all the way here, up, up, down, down, up, breaking all these highs, all these lows, drop, up, drop, up, drop, up, drop, well, not really a drop, drop a little bit here, up, drop, up, okay. Up, let's say here, let's just go with that. It's too thin. That's what she said. What the hell? this line. Let's go here. It's a little thicker. Let's go with purple. Yeah, purple. Okay, so here. Okay, let's say here. Run, attempting to run these highs, but not running these highs. Let's just go with that for now. And then here. And then here. Finally running these highs, maybe even go higher here. Maybe get a rejection from this S&D zone here. Yeah, I mean, that seems possible to me. Because the other scenario, of course, is maybe here, and then, you know, if it's gonna go down, then like that. But of course, like, that could happen. We could be heading down more, but at the moment, I think it wants to test the highs more than it wants to, you know, mitigate all this area, which is our origin area. We're very, you know, that's low where we basically started this whole thing a long time ago. And now price finally, maybe one day we'll get there, but not without going up first. Or maybe over here, right? Like Bitcoin. Well, right now Bitcoin's more like that. Right now Bitcoin's like that. But in any case, it's too much fun. Let's trade. So we got rejection finally big enough to consider a downward move, but it's a tricky, really tricky spot. I'm not as like the reason why I'm so furious about losing this trade is not so much than the money and all that. I mean, whatever, you know, I missed it. There's more are gonna happen. But what I really liked about this trade is that it's in a really like safe zone. It's very safe because it's like we're at the bottom of our range from here to here, and we're trading up, so we're being kind of careful. And we had a very good established low, and we were in the 50% between that high and that low, or the newer high and the low that was a little more protected. And then we saw that, and we were still in a good area on the macro scale. But sometimes we look at it too closely like this, and we don't really see that. We don't really see how big the range is and the potential for this. But now we're at the bottom. I'm sorry, we're at the top. Sorry, we're at the top, and we're thinking, okay, well, now it's time to go down, right? Run all these lows. Well, we don't know. We don't know if this is just waiting to make another high to really break these highs, or we're now basically going down. But we're at the top of the range, which would give us a good place to short from. But the bias is still bullish. We would have to run these lows, and by the time we run that low, maybe price leaves too quick without us, now putting us more in a predicament of being on this area and trying to short, when moves like this can be expected as well, moves that go up. So we're not in a, that's what bothers me about this, is that it was just such a good spot to trade from. Yeah, I believe it was here, or it was this one. This was the entry. I kept thinking that this was the entry, but it was more here. It really was. You can watch the video. So and my inclination here is too long. We're having gotten any bearish indications. I mean, this candle is a bearish indication, but that's just one. All this could just be a little mitigation of some S&D zone here. No imbalances left. So yeah, shorting, I mean, longing here would have been my move. But this one, I'm not upset about it. Like if I miss this one, I'm not as upset as here, because here, look at all that room. Here we only have up to here. Maybe it goes down from here. But yeah, it did do what we thought. Maybe we can get in a quick scalp like that. Those $100 profit though are not gonna cut it for our goal. However, we do have time on our side. We don't have to rush. 10 days for the preparation, but the actual evaluation, it's there's not pressure for 10 days. We can trade for longer. We can trade for a month and a half and get our target, as long as we don't break the rules and we don't go into a max drawdown, which trails, then we should be good to trade for a longer time. You see how you got a rejection from there? That's why I'm not that upset about this not getting in, because we might trade lower, run some of these lows, and then, you know, be in a range here. But it does look bullish. I mean, still, it's looking like a continuation of what's been going on. But how many highs are we going to run? That is really the question. And that basically is the only high that matters right at the moment. This is the area here that would cause price to go down further into the abyss, especially with this area here, or maybe even right here where we are, or where we were a little bit earlier, that high that we just created. Maybe that's where price does trade lower from. But again, we haven't gotten indication of that. We will have to run some of these lows, or even just the ones that were just made here. But for now, let's see. And this is, you know, this is the kind of entry that I lose a trade on, but I'm looking to see if I can spot a reversal point. And another thing is, like, I'm a rookie, right? I mentioned that every video. I'm a rookie. And I don't have the experience yet to call it a strategy. I don't have a strategy per se. I have a way of doing it. I'm kind of like my own style, I guess, if you could call it that. I have a way of doing it. Like, it's not just random. There's some thinking going on, believe it or not. But a strategy per se, no. I'm messing around with different strategies to see what suits me. I have to find out first. I cannot make a decision on without experience, because I don't know. I don't know where. I have to be profitable first, I guess. I don't know. Does strategy come after you're profitable or before? So yeah, we're having a hard time getting up there. But I still think we're gonna go higher. That's my inclination to believe. I mean, I take a trade going down, and then it just kind of goes here, 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 and then goes down. So I'm not gonna do that. We're still gonna watch it go higher if it wants to do that. But then you get this, right? See, the really nice thing about here is that our stop loss would be all the way over here, behind this, you know, with this barrier kind of behind it or above it. And the potential for profits is great because maybe we run these lows and we get out somewhere here, we trail it, maybe go here, maybe just here. But what's really good about getting in here is that, yeah, you might lose a lot of trades, but the potential for getting 1 or 2 trades correct and getting all the profit is big. So it could be a good strategy. Just taking a lot of losses, small losses, by getting a really good entry here, because it does seem like a barrier, but price takes its time. It's sweet time. You look at the 1 hour chart. Yeah, so what else is up? Work. I want a long. I want to go up with it. Can't do it. It's just not a good area. I want to go up. I have a feeling it wants to go up, but I can't do it because look at all this area. And look at this. This didn't run this. This didn't break it. Of course, it does what I thought it would. See my problem, guys, with not executing? The fear. It's like nobody cares. No one cares. I care though, and that's the problem. I care too much. Jeez. Just gotta follow my gut. And I would have totally put my profit near. I would not have gone all the way here for profit or try to trail it over. No, just take a quick profit here. From here, where we saw this, to here. Right here, that's it. We're done. Just from what's been going on at the very, you know, this very time. 20 seconds on the chart, let's see. So this is the low, this is the high, this one is the one to the left. Same information, just a little more bars, more information, I guess. Yeah, I still have the feeling that it wants to go up. But the highs have not been ran. Just mitigating all this area, we're gonna have to wait. There's an imbalance from here to here with a fractal on the 22nd, and that's pretty much being taken care of right now. All this area, this place has given us a kind of an abrupt drop, whereas the high was a little more mitigated. I mean, there's a little bit imbalance here, but wow, yeah, perfect open and close and open type of fractal there. So that area is, you know, from here, and then the high is here. And then this also was kind of abrupt, leaving some S and D zones here, and that S and D zone is giving us a bullish rejection. Here we have also a little bit of action here, and if we were to look at those Bollinger Bands that we were talking about earlier, that would probably give us somewhat of an indication of something. Let's see. Oh, we just put them on. No, it's channels. There we go. Okay, so yeah, well, oh, I know, I thought they would be contracting. Well, this one is. We did mention that this was going wider to possibly go shorter, but this one has a long way to go still to get narrow. But it does look like it's narrowing, at least at the top side here, and the downside as well. I mean, from here to here, very small, but it also looks a bit of an expansion going, you know. I guess if it comes down, this will contract and this will as well, because they would be closer. Okay, here's another attempt at going up. There have been higher lows created, but no, not yet. I mean, we run these highs, still this one's the top one. So this could be a reversal point. Well, this is a reversal point, and then what surprises me is how much price has been hanging out here without leaving or breaking or running the highs here, or, you know, at least breaking. Well, let's see this one. Well, I don't think so. I mean, I think that might be the point of this, might be the point where price trades finally higher after this, but we'll have to see if it runs right through it. You see a rejection, maybe lower. It did run it, but wow, huge imbalance, huge manipulation. And then, so that could be a good entry to the upside. Let's see if we can get a better entry. Yeah, we missed it again. Okay, so we placed an entry. Not really good. Should have waited. I mean, look at that. Yes. Oh my God. Yeah. Yeah. Run of the low, and I still went trying to go up. What am I doing? What am I doing? And that was not a small loss either. Okay. We're still doing badly. And of course we get cooked by the reversal, right? I mean, geez. Don't follow my rules. Well, strategy, if you can call it that. Let's see what happens to these lows here. And then try to long again. Yeah, there's definitely manipulation going on this area. Stronger one. We're on the 20-second chart, so maybe for this type of action we need zoom out to the 1 minute. Yeah, I mean, could be a reversal, but I still think higher. Okay, so I placed an order going up again. I'm gonna put my money where my mouth is and not care. Yeah, I mean, I just kind of figured we're in a range. We're at the bottom of this range. Why did I pick this range? Because of that 20-second action being very undecided here. But it's not really playing out yet. We would have to run this high to get our profit. We might trail it. Maybe we get a better entry. Or not. Oh yeah, it's coming down to take my order. Oh my God. Yeah. Oh man. Well, it gave me an opportunity to get out. Because this is not looking my way. Oh man. Maybe it'll give me one more. I'm so hopeful. I'm a dreamer. Well, actually, the run of this high is actually good news. Let's see if we can run this high, this high. I'm gonna get out with break even. This is too far now. Come on. You can't be serious. Did I catch a good trade? Maybe I caught a good trade. Maybe not. Wow. Man, this is nerve-wracking. Nerve-wracking stuff. Why won't it take my order? It doesn't want my orders. Because it's a Zim account. Live account, it'd be like, thank you. Let's change the music. This getting not yet. What the? All right. Price doesn't really want to move too much from this area, and I wouldn't be surprised if I get taken out right here. But yeah, we can make some profit. How much are we in profit? We're $70. That's too little. Where are we? 50. So we are surrounded by wicks. Okay, there we go. So all that to just make a small amount of money, 20 bucks. A little darker. And this actually could have played a little better. It got greedy. And my stop loss initially was around here. So could have been a great $100 plus trade. But we thought that maybe we caught something really special and wanted to see if we can get more profits. But at least we recuperated the fees that we have to pay. So we're a little bit more on the progress after that bad loss earlier. Stupid trade. And yeah, I mean, I wouldn't have gotten taken out yet. My stop loss was around here. Was it down here? Maybe even down here. So we did get bullish indications by the runs of these highs, never running some of the lows, but now we're running some of the lows too. So kind of undecided area. So we're gonna stay a little bit away from this because we're gonna wait. Maybe we catch a better opportunity. These areas I particularly don't like to trade from when we hang out too often for too long on the top or the bottom of the ranges. I think I'm gonna try to see if I can find another opportunity like the one we missed out on. I think it was here. We missed on this one. Maybe we can catch a similar situation in the near future. We have 1 hour and a half to trade. I'm gonna take a quick break, guys. It's been an hour, so 5 minute break. I'll be right back. All right, we're back, guys. Thanks for waiting. Okay, we're going up again. So the low that was ran, definitely this one, is the one that we're watching next, but these lows were ran. This is the low that broke the high here. This low, maybe even this one. But if we count this one, then that's a break. So price might break these highs, and then this becomes more protected. So if we trade higher, maybe we tap back here, or maybe middle, and then trade higher. We have to see if we run these highs. Trying to get that volume perfectly aligned, but it's hard. There we go. Hope it's not too loud, but at least you can hear something. So we got these highs. Oh, I kind of wanted to catch that drop, but so hesitant right now. Wow. Uncertainty. I mean, I would consider we're in a supply zone. So there's more room down than up for the foreseeable 30 minutes. Unless we run. So we ran this high. We're still kind of going up. Bias wise, this is the 80% area that I always talk about that we can leave from down to break the lows, or at least mitigate this area again with this imbalance left, imbalance to the left. Yeah, we're still bullish. Let's see if we run this low. Oh, what is this? Higher. Higher top here. So bias is still bullish. Let's see if we run this low. This candle creating the range, the current range that we're trading on, this to this. We're mitigating this whole area here. Ran the high, protected. This could be a good quick scalp up. 3 points. Okay, so I place the trade. 3 points only. Okay, so we did get that trade. I think that was a good trade actually. My stop loss was below the lows. We haven't been looking like we want to go lower, so we got that trade. 3 points. We ran the high, so we might go higher now. So maybe another scalp up once if price comes down here, maybe here again. Second entry. Nope. It left without us. So this could have been a really good trade going up. But of course, I mean, I'm not upset about taking the profit there because it very easily could have gone the other way. But we did get some good indication of this was happening. Especially for such a small trade on a 1 minute chart. On the 22nd, it probably looked a little different. Well, definitely looks more rangy. Okay, so this is something to watch for. This becomes a little more protected because of the runs of these highs. We're a little bigger here though, 5 points. Okay, took another trade, going up again. It's following the trend, this time 5 points instead of 3. Not a bad trade actually. Way below the lows here. Can maybe shorten my risk a little bit and not, because if we run this, then we're going down. Price is kind of messing with us a lot today. I mean, you know, you got big candles. Well, we got a bunch of little candles here, so these are not that small, but still is ranging, and now it's just really staying put. Not running the lows, but this candle here is scary. Oh, he ran. Ooh, not yet, not yet. There it is. Oh my God. You gotta be kidding me. Well, I'll say this. This was not a good move because of the runs of the highs. That's why it wasn't a good move. Because once we run the highs, there's more chance that price wants to trade lower. Because it hadn't been trading lower, nothing, and then ran the highs, then traded lower. So it didn't go lower than this even. But once it did, took my order, probably wants to go up again. But now we have to wait because now we got a lower low. So our range has increased. That was my order. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't have done anything differently because I don't know how big, but look at that. So my bias was definitely somewhat right. We haven't left the area yet, and we didn't just go leave down. And again, my entry is the type of way that I lose trades where a little more patience would have gotten me a good win. But of course, I wouldn't have entered here. Once I saw run the lows, I wouldn't have entered. So not a missed opportunity, just a dumb placement. No patience. But now we're probably going back to the middle here. Maybe trade higher this time because we didn't run these guys. But we cannot take a trade up because we are in the top of our range. But it wouldn't be surprising if we run these guys and even aim for these guys over here. Unless this was the big reversal point. I guess this one. Followed by a tap into the area. And then a second tap. Double bottom. Trading lower. And especially with this. Well, this actually coincides with almost 50% of this if you don't count the wicks. So this might be a move up. And I think we're better off keeping our bullish bias, even though we lost that trade by being bullish. So how much in losses have I been okay, 120. So we still have 170 to trade with. 85 profit, but 205 loss. Two, so 8 contracts, but 4 trades. This could be interesting here. See if we run the lows. Yeah, to me the action still seems like it wants to trade higher. Or at least stay on the top of the range for longer. When we do trade lower, it leaves quickly. And when it's kind of going on the downward side, it mitigates more. But of course, when we're going down, we're at the top. But it struggles to go down. Well, had a big drop here, but it was a quick reset or regain of those highs, making higher highs. Not yet breaking this, of course. So yeah, that was a good area to get in from. Or maybe not. I mean, this whole area has been really undecided, all this range. So we got the top here. And the bottom. Okay, we ran the highs. We left from here. Wow. I mean, this is a perfect place to leave from if we're going down. As you see. Wow. Execution is my weakness. I need to execute instead of just think about it. And not execute without talking about it. So when I don't talk about it, don't execute. Just when I talk about it, execute. But now, I mean, it could be just a mitigation of half of that imbalance left. But now still left an imbalance all the way over here. But and also the price didn't run the last high. So a little bit of a bearish indication, but this next candle might confirm that we're going still higher. See what happens here. Again, might be a second entry if we're going down. See what happens. No run yet, no run yet, no run yet. Let's see how that candle closes. Might just be taking a bunch of orders. Yeah, we did. Is that an equal high? Looks like exactly an equal high. Wow. Might be too much of a coincidence. I kind of want to take a trade going down because of that price not trading any higher than that, but we're still up there, so we'll wait. We know where we are on the longer time frame. Wow, again. There we go. Okay, well, I'm glad we haven't taken a trade going down yet. See, we run this high over here. Ooh. Wow, look at that. Super rejection. That might be the spot. That might be the spot to go down from. Whoa, whoa. Denied. Okay, so we broke the high. Well, ran. We'll see if we break it. But yeah, I mean, there's nothing until all the way over here. So here, which one's the low? This would be here. I mean, sorry, the high. The high of the bearish candle that broke a bunch of structures and caused a big drop. It's nearby. Ooh. Okay. Okay. I don't know. It's like, wow. I don't know. You guys tell me. Whoa. Whoa. Can you believe that? Yeah, we might trade higher. Okay, so I placed an order going down because I don't know what I'm doing. Come on, come on, come on, come on. I'm not gonna lose this trade. Look for a better entry if I lose it. Break even. All right, break even again. 20 bucks. So maybe we get a better entry in the same trade. But we didn't run this low, so could be going higher. Where does price want to go? Kind of want to, it wants to push up. It seems like it wants to push, like really push up. What am I listening to? Please don't be. Okay, good. No indication of anything yet, except ranging in this small little area. But you see how it springs up? You see that? Ooh. A lot of powerful upward trend. Ran. Not broken yet. Wow. That thing wants to shoot up. Wow. I was thinking of buying here, guys, but didn't do it. Any of these candles could be it. Any of these candles could be the reversal point, but it could be way up there. I mean, it could be way more candles and then, but it's gonna look something like this when it does happen. It's like a fake signal. Wow. So I took a trade going up because I consider this a little more protected for running this after. So it's playing my way. I did go for a long. Can you believe that? Look at that. Okay, we got it. Jeez. And that's $100 win. For the day, we're still down. No, $0. Okay, so we're even. We're breaking even. to the dot. That's crazy. But with the fees, 34 bucks, 35 bucks. So we're right where we started, but we are in a bigger drawdown because of the fees and commissions. But even though we made 66% of our trades correct, we're still losing because our losses have been bigger than our wins. 147, no, actually, average losing trade is 105, whereas the average winning trade is 100. So that little difference. Actually, yeah, 60, 51, 102. Oh, the largest. Okay. Yeah, this is the largest, this is the average. So a big difference here. So that's why we're down, even though we've gotten more correct trades than wrong. But hey, we're not down really. I mean, if you don't consider the fees, we're right where we started after 6 trades. One more hour to go if we're able to hold on for that long. Let's see what happens here, because this could be interesting again. Price wants to go up. That's my bias. Higher, higher, higher. Until we run this low, then this low's here. This is actually an important low too, because high, then low. This one. Run, run, run. No break. Well, break here. Yeah, no break. This candle broke. So this low, it's protected more than other lows, but then we have the ones underneath right here. Let's see if we can trade from the protected low. Okay, we took a trade going up again, just following that little trend. The entry would have been better down here, but we're still kind of hopeful this plays out. And even though price looks a lot like it wants to shoot up, sometimes it just finds these little places where it gets stuck, like right now. Come on. Wow. Price is not being really nice to me. I mean, it's taking its time. Come on, come on. There we go. Okay, that's another win. So I hope you kind of see what I'm trying to do here. I'm trying to find a protected low because of the run of this high and the break of this high made this low a little more important. And yeah, this is still a low right here that gave us now a break. Yeah, it's very likely to be a break of this high. We'll see when the candle closes, but it's very likely that we'll have a break of this high, even more protecting these lows. So that's really good for us as indication of where we can expect price to reverse from. As far as the highs to the left, geez, there's just 1 minute chart and there's just so little price action. Okay, highs here, we're going to take a look at, I don't think we're here yet, but I like this one. No, I guess this one's more responsible for this break of this high, of this low, and this low, and this low. So all those got broken by this high. Maybe even this one actually more precise. So let's see. Yeah, we're on that range and price has not broken that high. So it could be the point of reversal. but it's not giving us bearish indications yet, breaking highs and not really going lower. Once it gets tired of breaking highs, though, this will be the first place where we can expect price to go back to, or maybe depends on where we are. This could be part of a range, the bottom part of a range. And then we can look at maybe 50% zones. But it's already 11:07, and given how much time we have to trade, which is only 40 minutes, 50 minutes, we might not see it all play out. If we look at the 5-minute chart, yeah, that's what we thought would happen to this Bollinger Band, that it would start to contract, because it was, even though it was widening here, after price never really went down lower than this, it starts to meet up with price and then narrowing the two bands, contracting, I guess. And yeah, I mean, then we have the EMA hasn't crossed, so there's no signs of reversal because the EMA has not crossed over price. It did so here, but hasn't done it yet again. I don't know if you consider this a cross, because it's like it just went through it, I guess, not really crossing price this way. So no signs of reversal on the EMA. Still running highs. Maybe get another rejection from here. Nope, run the high. So yeah, run and broke. Good. So now we have the next high to look at that could give us some reaction. So this was an important low, and that was broken here. It was broken here, and this is the high that created that break, responsible for the break right here. Never traded lower. Okay. Let's see if we get a rejection from there. My entries would have been another big move ups, you see, and that's what I like about my trading, whatever strategy, non-existent, is that sometimes I get in really good trades where once I'm experienced and can handle the pressure and the risk on my own account, then I can look for this kind of swing moves. And even if I lose a few trades, one big move could be a good day for me. After all, this is day trading, so how you do for the day is probably the most important thing. Okay, let's see what happens here. This could be a good place to short from again, but we're not going to do that. I'm just saying it could be. It could be. We're going to pay attention to what happens to this area. Okay, broke the high. So we're probably trading higher. Let's look at the next high to be ran and broken. We're still looking at this as our low highs. So here now the next one, we're using, well, no, we were in the wrong spot, but I guess if we ignore the wick. So one S&D zone that I want to pay attention to is here. As price was going up, breaking these highs or running them, then traded lower, never got back there, this was the last area that, you know, was mitigated before price traded lower. Well, except for this, there's a little mitigation here, and then broke the higher time frame low. So wait, did we put it right? Yeah, we placed it. Where did we place this? Oh yeah, the S&D zone here. So not really a low to be broken. It's just the S&D zone that might get a we might get a rejection. And imagine that when you first started watching this, there was a trade that I regret not taking. And imagine, you know, can you imagine how much profit we would be in right now in 2 hours? Amazing. Oh. What I like about here is that our range is not as big as it seemed like it was going up. I mean, it did shoot up pretty significantly, and it might keep going up, but I kind of like the size of this range for some mitigation, especially leaving these imbalances, a couple of them here. Right now mitigating the first imbalance. So good place to short from if we see indications like this. This is a good indication of a short possibility or opportunity. We have our range all the way here. We have an entry that would not be too much risk for a potential gain, you know, profit taking opportunity. Okay, so we took that trade and we're going to make it a run of the high if our bias is denied or incorrect, and we're gonna go for this imbalance here as our target. We might move the profit if it goes our way, because this might be a bigger move, but we have to see if we break this low first, and if not, then we can consider taking a smaller loss. Definitely probably an ill-advised trade. We're trying to look for a reversal point, and we've been faked out so many times, but to me this time it seemed a little more probable because of that S&D zone to the left, because we're breaking new highs, and because we left this protected low, validated low area that we might want to consider the bottom of a range. Yeah, and this is exactly what we want to see. That does not mean that it's going lower. It just means that we hit a demand zone that is running some lows, trading lower now. But right now we're only $100 in profit at this point right here. So we could consider this a high risk, low probability trade. I mean, not high risk, high profit, low probability trade. We are in profit, but I think we're gonna have a bit of a reversal here again. And I'm considering whether to break even. I think I will, because then I can look for a better entry, which is not always as easy to do. So very likely that I'll get taken out, but if I don't, the profit could be really good. So again, low probability, high profit. Okay, low probability. Still though, that was a $40 trade. So, you know, for $40, we bought ourselves another chance to short if we get another entry. A better even entry. Not right now though. We'll see what happens in this next few couple of minutes. Checking out the 5-minute in my other monitor. See if I'm missing something. I just don't want to tune out from this because I might look for an opportunity. Well, my trade will still be in play. My stop loss was all the way over here. But, and yeah, I would have made 120 bucks. 100 bucks here. Maybe here. 100 bucks. 120 here. Missed opportunity for that. Greed, right? And I did mention this imbalance was probably what's going to give us a reaction. But of course, it's more likely that price wants to mitigate this area here before trading higher or just before going up again. Okay, so my trade would have been great. Look at that. A little bit impatient, you know, those break even. I mean, it's not really breaking even. I did take some profit, but I consider a break even because I didn't do what I really wanted, which was what's happening now. Get out somewhere around here, or maybe here. But I'd rather break even because, first of all, I don't lose, and second of all, you know, there's never an end of opportunities. The only downside to that is all the fees that you pay, but if you're making a little bit of money, then it offsets that. And of course, the time and energy spent on going on trades like this, and now we have to wait for a while for a trade opportunity to come up. So that's the downside of doing the break even. For me, I don't look at it as a loss, because at least we got the correct bias, and since we're learning and getting better, that's what's important to us, that we start to get better at this little by little. So now, since we are going down, there's going to be a point where price starts to go up again and maybe mitigate some of this area. Again, this S&D zone, before trading lower, if that's the case. So we might look for a reversal up, which coincides with the trend. However, we got our protected low all the way down here. Yeah, because this was the one responsible for that big move up. It's about to hit our S&D zone. That would have been an amazing trade. All right, so I placed a trade going up. I think the downward trend might be a little over, especially with this wick forming and then running the high really quick. Oh my God. Well, I did get a little greedy, but I mean, yeah, it wasn't even my profit moving. I just wanted to meet the stop loss size, 1-to-1. this is not looking good actually, because we're not running this high. So we can break even again, maybe. We should have waited longer. Yeah, it's gonna run the low. It's gonna take my order, run the low, and then leave from somewhere here. You'll see. Well, I'm such a pessimist, but I call it a realist. So yeah, not really trading higher. Looks like we're going down. Oh no. This is not good news running this low. Well, we did run this high actually, but so I guess the area is just expanding, but we're still kind of in this limbo. Oh no, here we go. Don't take me out. All right, took me out. And now it's gonna leave from somewhere around here. You'll see. It's definitely gonna leave higher now. Wow. Wrecked. Now I'm more inclined to go up again, but yeah, I'm gonna do it. I did it, guys, so not to be fearful of trading. I gotta make moves. If you don't know what you're doing, right, at trading, wouldn't it make sense that you get 50% of your trades wrong and 50 right? I mean, you don't know what you're doing. So how come you lose more than you win? I think you would think it takes skill to lose more than winning. Just like it takes skill to win more than lose. But no. No skill required to lose more than you win. You can just do that off the bat and be good at it. Just like it's actually a repeat of just what just happened. So very likely that we're gonna be taken out again. Okay, well, we got that trade. So 105. Where are we? Profit wise. Okay, we're at $110 profit. We've taken our maximum number of trades already. I can only take 10 trades for one day.